a feather on weekend knees. What on earth did you do to me? I let you in before I even knew who you were. Your hair was just so gold, and your eyes were also. All my dreams are now. I wonder where did you go? I have to know. A mirror image of my soul. I could see myself, but without the hopes. I pinched my arm just to see if you could feel what I feel. We found each other right from the start. A conversation between our hearts. I wanted more, but it was hard to get between your sheets. Your hair was just so gold, and your eyes were also. All my dreams are now. I wonder where did you go? I had to know. Maybe I'm wrong, it's only me. You didn't feel it, but I can't let go to pain. Within my mind every night in shadows of my sleep. I cannot say I love you 'cause I don't know you that well. At least let me find you so I can break this spell. Golden, golden, golden. Your hair was just so gold, and your eyes were also. All my dreams are now. I wonder where did you go? I had to know. Golden.